friends, family, and newcomers. You're with the Adventure Boys YouTube channel. I'm Eric, your host. My two sons, the stars, Thomas and Erickson. Today with our good friend from a former journey to Kathmandu, Vicky. He's greeted us here in Pokhara in true Nepali fashion, like an old friend, like an old uncle, taking care of his young nephew and his two sons here.
Yes.
We're headed out to his village.
Okay.
Where we're going?
We're going to down to Falankot, all for reservation. We're going to meet with the local people, and we have a future plan to how to develop the village. We're going to meeting now.
The Adventure Boys are always mixing work, pleasure, study, culture, travel, and adventure.
Yes.
Many of you might not be aware, but I'm a prolific grant writer and have helped numerous communities, governments, traditional communities across the Pacific Islands and Asia Pacific region in project conceptualization, grant writing, and implementation. So today we are making good on a long-held discussion about how we can help Vicky's village, which is a remote rural village in Nepal. He's started this relationship a number of months back. So we should get a really warm reception in the village. Along the way, we're planning on doing some incredible sightseeing. We're going to share with you the view of the Himalayan range. We're hoping to stop at some lakes, rivers, and streams. We've got our swimming gear, masks, fins, snorkels, wetsuits, and thanks to Vicky, even two collapsible fishing rods. We brought some lures with us, so we're going to cast some spoons. We were able to organize some bait from the rod company. We're going to see if we can catch some fish along the way. So you're here again with the Adventure Boys YouTube channel, live streaming from Nepal. We're on our way out of the town of Pokhara. We're headed out to the country to see some of the scenery. We're gonna switch to camera view, start sharing the magic and the wonder of the highlands of Nepal and the Himalayan mountain range. Stay with us for this live stream. Enjoy with us. See the views that are very hard to attain. Take a great distance to come here. And very few will make it to these remote, wonderful, spectacular corners of the world. But here with the Adventure Boys, we're exploring the country in depth. We're here for 150 days this year, another 150 days next year. I'm studying in an incredible hospital over in the eastern region, Japa Birtamode, called the BNC Teaching Hospital and the Provincial Cancer Center. We took a 17-hour bus ride to get here to Pokhara to renew our visas. Now we're gonna head out and see some of the mountainous countryside and terrain that Nepal has to offer. Vicky's organized a lunch with the village, so we'll stop and get some freshly butchered chicken along the way and taste the Pokhara Thakali set, freshly made. We're gonna get a chance to share some video of how those meals are made. We're gonna see how long the network holds out, how long the battery holds out. After that, we're gonna move to the GoPro to film for our long-form Pokhara adventure, which will be coming out on the Adventure Boys YouTube channel when production allows. We're doing these live streams to keep friends and family up to date on our travels, whereabouts, and share this incredible experience live with you. We're looking forward to any comments that you can drop. where you're watching from, any questions you might have for Vicky or our driver about Nepali culture or the countryside. And we're happy to chat with you. Let's switch over to the camera and take a look at outskirts of Pokhara, head into the countryside. Everywhere in Nepal, you'll see a lot of construction, roads under development, private homes being built, businesses. The quality is constantly improving. The architecture is improving in strength and structural integrity. Post-earthquake, everybody's being more conscious about their construction styles. Along the way, all types of vehicles, colors, dresses, driving rigs, packed vehicles, buses, families riding on scooters. You can see it all here. It starts to become an everyday sight, but maybe through the eyes of this live stream, it will seem interesting and unique. Nepal is an isolated country, landlocked country, surrounded by mountains, some plains on the east, and I was to say flanked to the north by mountains. Difficult country and terrain to traverse. It's not for the travelers who are faint of heart. This is how a lot of people move around the country on these large tourist buses. Some of them are air shocks and air ride. Lifestyle of Nepal. This type of urban development is expanding all around the country rapidly as affluence increases. People are earning more money domestically and by sending family to work abroad. Money's flowing in to build this substantial type of households, combined household, business, architecture. I think the air quality is going to improve when we get outside of town. One consideration for visiting Nepal is air quality issues. A lot of fine particles in the air coming off the roads and the streets.
That's the tanker with the water, some oil, some kerosene.
You'll see these are often garbage trucks, or that's how they move around construction material. You've got guys riding scooters. Whole families will jump on these scooters. Cars are very expensive here in Nepal. What is it, Vicky? 300% tax or 400% tax
That's for the car and motor.
for any type of motor vehicle?
Anyway,
My gosh, so you can imagine if you found a small auto like this used and even paid $1,000 for it, you'd be paying $5,000 by the time you paid the import taxes. So that's why you see many of the vehicles. Many of the vehicles are smaller because the full-size vehicles just cost a fortune to get in. You can see some foreigners riding in these vehicles. It's the tourist season for hiking up to ABC, Annapurna Base Camp. So that explained the high numbers of tourists that we saw around Pokhara. We were wondering why many weren't smiling, and I think I'm starting to realize why. They're exhausted from hiking the trails. We think about hiking as a half day, 1 day, or overnight experience. But when you're here in Nepal, if you want to do some of the majestic hiking, you're looking at 3, 7, 10, 20 or more days. And the conditions, even with Sherpas helping carry the baggage and carry the food and do all the preparations except for your own private bag, the hiking is really exhausting and difficult. Even riding on the roads with all the bumps can be a little bit of a chore. Erickson had an active morning. He's the only one who swam this morning. We were busy having a big breakfast, making our plans for the day. Erickson took the last chance and opportunity to go in the infinity pool at the Bodhi Suites. He was also up very early and active all day. So he might sleep along the way, which is fine with us. Let's go to camera view. Check out the countryside of Nepal. It's a private car dealer. You'll see a lot of Tata, which is a brand that most Westerners are truly unfamiliar with. I think Tata is an Indian brand, right?
yeah, Indian brand.
Indian brand.
Toyota is Japanese, Tata is Indian.
So you'll see a lot of vehicle. It's a Sheena. It must be imported vehicles that we don't see in U.S. or U.S. territories, American-dominated territories, or European Union. Surprising to see these different vehicles, their manufacture. They're good quality. I don't know about their longevity, durability, but they're a nice ride. Pretty good SUV, the Tatas, and I guess now they're making compact cars. A lot of the bikes are Yamahas. There's some other cheaper brands.
No, cutting the goat.
Oh, you saw them cutting a goat?
Festival, they cut.
Oh yeah, Thomas, that's one of the major events in all of the ceremonies and the holidays is cutting goat. You're making a sacrifice with the goats and celebrating with the meat, right?
Yeah.
But what happens if you bring up your goat for sacrifice and then she cries?
No.
or tries to pull back,
No.
you have to send her back to the pasture.
Hello. Hello.
I've seen some interesting festivals where they were lining up many goats during the hair cutting ceremony, where they'll cut the baby's hair for the first time. And you'll see many goats still line up, beautiful goats, and the different members of the family and the clan come and celebrate and sing. They have these gurus who do the shaving of the hair. But if the goat plays up and prances or fusses in front of the shrine, they have to be taken back. You can see the construction materials everywhere. There's a major push to improve roads here in Nepal. A lot of work to be done and a lot of work underway. Of course, they're always prone to damage from rain, ice, snow, freezing, landslides. But in general, you can find the road work just about everywhere across the country. Fruit markets are so excellent. Actually, what a facility one.
का pilihan. यो बाटोले गर्दा नि नभए त त्यही 20-25 मिनेटको बाटो त हो नि अब।
होइन हाम्रो घर त 45 मिनट कति मादल 45 मिनट ल्याइन्छ लानु
कहाँ दिनको चलाइमा म गर्छु।
ठ्याक्कै 45 म त त्यहाँ चढेर बेला मेरो साथी गएको थिएँ आमा आधी घन्टा 45 मिनेट ल महादेवको मन्दिरमा पूजा गरेर आएछु।
मान्छे मर्छ त्यस्तो गर्दा
न ग्यास खुसी हुन्छ नि हेर्नुहोस् उनको चलाइमा न
यस्तो खुसी हुँदैन। अस्ति पनि मैले त्यहाँ म पठाइदिएको स्तुपा त्यो तपाईँ उता जानुभयो के अरे अब नौलो माया त गाना माया निको भने
There are the mountains. Now we're starting to get out of town. Now we turned off the main drag. Now we're getting into some rural areas. We're going to start seeing the rice. It's rice growing off here. Tell us a little bit about the season and Tihar.
This is the brother and sister festivals. Then we have every day for different day. We have a crow day, dog day, cow day, and brother and sister festivals.
Okay.
Today is cow festival.
Cow festival today. They're making for the sacrifice for animals, for chickens and buffalo and goats and sheep.
Mm-hmm.
And then they make for the Nepali roti. We call sil roti. This is all kind of local bread. And then they have many different things. And tomorrow for a special day for us, brother and sister, they can do for the tikka. And brother give big present for the sister. Sister give also big present for brother.
Oh, I
and
see.
he's running for two way, not running for one way. That's the things we do it for the celebrate for the Tihar.
I see.
Tihar and Deepavali is the same thing.
Tell us a little bit about the different colorful designs that you'll see.
We have a color for rainbow, 7 colors.
Uh-huh.
This is the things we can do for in house, front of the doors, and doors, and road, and then they can play for a lot of music. We give money for them. A lot of music here. Today, tomorrow is crazy. And they drink and big gambling.
Oh, gambling as well. Okay.
They're losing for $1,000. They're getting for $1,000.
What-
Who win, they can get the $1,000. Who lost is lost.
Oh my gosh, that's exciting.
Yeah.
Yes, we noticed a lot of colorful kind of emblems or designs that were made in the street in front of people's homes with flowers and offerings of food. Is that some type of blessing on the
Yeah,
home?
blessing on the homeless. You are right.
There's a lovely home. Seems to be a very lovely residential area. You
Okay, I go to buy the chicken. So you have a...
Oh, here, let me, hang on a second. Thomas, you hold? Here, Vicky. Vicky.
I buy the whiskey.
Thank you all out there who are watching and joining this live stream. It's great to have you with us. We're experimenting on the channel, trying different ways to share our content. We've had a number of fantastic adventures around the world over the past 8 months, starting in Micronesia. We were filming for 6 months on the run-up to our maiden voyage outside of Micronesia for the boys for the first time. We then spent 3.5 months traveling the US, doing exciting adventures, everything from fishing to hiking, biking, exploring Disneyland. Now we moved on to Nepal, where we're seeking higher education, discovering new cultures, and having a good time, fun, meeting old friends, making new ones, and sharing this adventure with you. We know that it might be a little confusing to YouTube and the YouTube algorithm as to where we are, what we're doing, who is our appropriate audience, but what we're hoping to do is log this footage, and when we have a chance, go back and reformat it, resurface it with new thumbnails and proper SEO organization. So the channel will be improving day by day, week by week, month by month. But we wanted to experiment with this live streaming while we're here in Pokhara. We're buying some meats to take to the village, and then we'll be on our way. Look at this gentleman here. He's got a big
5 minutes.
bag. Okay, he's got a big bag of parsley and watercress. I always say that the greens are so good here. Erickson, sit up. Let me get out. Yeah. Come on, let's go to the store. Show you guys a little bit about the local markets and the local butchers. This is all fresh local produce. Look at this, Nepali apples, locally picked apples, not coated, not overly sprayed. Beautiful, delicious bananas. Hi guys, we're on YouTube, we're live streaming. Here. You take this, you can see our channel. Hi, what's your name, Babu? We're at a local...
There also. Rice field.
Really, the scenery's just getting started, but it's pretty interesting how they intersperse these, aggressive agriculture plots. This is all rice, right amongst the homesteads. So any land that isn't being used for building, like as you can see here, will be used for farming. And that seems unique to Nepal for me. We're the Adventure Boys YouTube channel. Say Happy Diwali.
Happy Diwali.
Happy Diwali. Nepali boys, we're making so many friends. Erickson, why don't you grab some ripe bananas? Which ones do you want? Pick which bananas you'd like. Let's get a few. We'll just break one bunch. Or here, bud, how about this? Yes? These are a little bruised. Those aren't really that ripe. We'll pick some of these. Or you want the small ones? Small ones?
A lot of them.
Here, you want the nice and ripe ones? Take like that. These look good. And those? I don't think we need both. Alright, fine, here, we'll take those. Okay, bring those up. So, we're in a local butcher shop here, and this is something that I really wanted to show and share. Whoa, look at the size of that. That's a broiler, right? These were slaughtered literally minutes ago.
You can take it. I'll pay. When
Possibly just while we were waiting. So in Nepal,
Can you give for one or two for auntie also?
yeah. In Nepal, you'll never find frozen meats. Everywhere you go, the meat is cut fresh that day, slaughtered early in the morning, kept refrigerated until the time of purchase, and the quality is exceptional. These are grown on local feeds. Yes, they're superior birds, but they're grown on local feeds, and the taste and the flavor just so much better than what you could expect from factory-raised meats that you'll find in America, Micronesia. This is one of the big reasons, many reasons that we decided to come back to Nepal, but this is certainly one of them. And the boys have also noticed the incredible quality of the meats. I'm not planning on getting too many handicrafts before, or items before we leave Nepal, but these awesome local butcher knives are definitely on my must-buy list. Yes, very fresh.
There's a papaya also, you can do it.
And then look at these eggs, okay? These, this is what, 30 eggs, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 5. Yep, these are 30 eggs, and sells for about $3 for 30 eggs. Very fresh. All local. And we've got pickling variety of cucumbers, which are often eaten fresh here. There are seedless and seeded bananas. Local tangerine. Yeah, that's us. These guys just discovered us on YouTube. Welcome to our channel. Welcome to the Adventure Boys tribe. Here, turn on the live stream. You can see yourself. You can look at yourself on YouTube right now. We're streaming live. Here, click this. You're gonna see your face. Look, that's you. Ah. You guys are famous now. What's the name of your shop? What's the name of your father's shop? Happy Diwali, guys. Now you're YouTube sensations. That's so cool. These guys picked up our live stream right here. Stay with us on live stream. We're going to go as long as the battery can run. Huh?
No, we have to charge. You have a charger?
You know what? I think I forgot the chargers. I forgot the cords. You have the cord?
No.
So let's see, my son put some bananas up. Did he buy them already?
I can pay.
So you can see combinations of cement and handmade homes. People do really have interesting and unique styles. This is very pretty. I love how they bring the gardens right into the yard. which is something that we do at our farm in Micronesia. See, every unused plot is farmed. There's some beautiful shrubs here. These guys have a formidable guard dog. It's Diwali, so he's in a good mood. He's been well fed. Here we have a bike shop, and I wanted to show you this local construction. Hello, friends. Check us out on YouTube. We're live streaming. Do you want to say the name of your store? So, oh, here's a family riding the bike together. You can see the, we're live streaming on YouTube. Happy Diwali, brother.
Okay.
Brother, check us out. We're live streaming on YouTube now. We have a channel. We're going to be running some videos from Pokhara around Nepal. Check us out. Check us out on YouTube. Like I always say, you have to look in 5 directions to cross the street safely here in Nepal, or really at your own risk. Guys, check us out on YouTube. You see a shot of the sign for your shop. We're just a short distance off the main road, and we're already coming in to a more rural area. We're having this chance to buy some beautiful fresh meats at the butcher shop. These guys are enjoying their first debut on prime time. Another butcher shop here. What do you sell, buff?
Okay.
Okay. I think this shop sells buffalo. Vicky, these folks over here have buffalo?
Buffalo?
Is that buff there?
What?
This butcher here in the corner. Does your village eat buff or no?
There is buff also.
They do? Ask her if she's got liver, buff liver.
No, chicken right.
Oh, chicken here as well?
Already got.
Chicken only? Oh, okay. All right, little guy. Okay, looks like our meat is in. Let's just show a little bit more of this produce. Look at these delicious pumpkins. Produce is everywhere here, and it's super cheap. Can we make sure we have one bottle of water with us?
Yes.
Bike is the most common mode of transportation. I would say next would be bus. You can see the mountains in the distance.
Let's go.
All right, we're on our way. We laid in the meat for the village. They're gonna cook us a home-cooked meal. We're gonna really enjoy that. And let's jump on the road. I knew we'd be having a long trip. Erickson, get up. Erickson, sit up. Thomas, help me. Erickson expended a lot of his energies earlier in the day, so now he's feeling a little groggy on our trip. which is okay. It's understandable. That's why I brought these pillows along to make our bus trip more comfortable and to make these car trips a little bit more bearable. It's always a good idea if you have room in your suitcases or your backpacks. You carry a pillow or two, especially when you're traveling with kids. So he's all cozied up. Oh, Erickson, we're glad you're comfortable. We're sitting up, Thomas, sitting up like a young man. He's now exploring Nepal. Out of energy, out of gas. What happened to the bananas? Did you eat them all out? Yes. I think these are different grains growing there. Many different grains. They're all okay. Just watch my hand out the window for bikes and bikers. Now we're getting into the countryside. As you can see, all of the space is being farmed. These are ripening rice fields. Vicky, Tihar is also a season for harvest, isn't it?
Yeah.
What types of crops will be harvested during this time of year?
This time of year is rice planted, millets, and some corns and some lemons. Mainly for apple season for this.
Oh, okay. So we're here early November, 2nd of November here in Nepal. Apples are fully in season. We saw some at the market. I'm sure we'll have a chance to buy some really fresh apples along the way. And as Vicky was saying, they'll be harvesting rice this time of year, millet, corn, and other grains. I wouldn't be surprised if quinoa and others are coming in on the mountain. Not too long ago, these were the only types of buildings you'd see. See, this is cow fodder, ripe rice. Not too long ago, you wouldn't have seen these large cement buildings. Look at how big these places are. So the construction workers are very good, very fast, very efficient. So I think this is I would say new of the past 10 years or so. Formerly, you'd see homes like this, which were a combination of brick. Here, this is rice that was recently harvested.
2025 for US, but just for 2 weeks.
Oh, very nice. And when the rice is laying over like this, did the farmer push it over? Or?
That's the problem. We have a global warming. Now weather become change in Nepal because there's a big problem with we have a weather change. We have a raining. This is not raining season. Every day we have a rain for evening, and then wind make the flat for the rice.
Oh, I was wondering. See, I'd noticed this when I run in the morning over in Japa. We're nestled right in amongst the rice plantations and tea farms. So it's such a beautiful place to exercise early in the morning. The air quality is very good. And I thought it was the cows or buffalo coming in, lying down. I had noticed that there would be, part of the rice field would be tamped down. And I thought, oh, okay, it must be migrating animals who would come and lie. But Vicky's explaining this has to do with the...
This one is a...
Now, will that affect the crop?
Yeah.
It will.
Yeah.
When I was wondering, will the rice stand back up, or now it will?
I think they back up.
Okay, they will. That's a nice
That
garden.
is for your battery because we did it in a meeting with you too.
Oh, you know what? We'll just use the.
This one?
Yeah.
Because there's 10, 12 people coming.
Okay.
And then I can scan it for everything for village history.
Yeah.
At the same time we can make the copy, then we can put the YouTube.
Nice.
Whatever is money come, you get 25. No problem.
Well, that's great. They
Your
want me to do
donation for
some.
$88,000. If $88,000
mobile snack shop. Try on his bike. Oh, tough lady. Keep that door in. There's a small temple. There are little pulses of life between village centers. I haven't traveled extensively throughout the region, but compared to other places that I've been, I would say the architectural style is fairly unique. It seems quite sound. Those who know more about the history of Nepal, it was famous for really pioneering the pagoda style, which moved eastward to China, southerly to India, even Indonesia, and further south. You can find that kind of archetype of that architecture in Patan. We'll have some videos coming from in the near future. Patan, Kathmandu, and Bhaktapur, Lalipur.
हामीभन्दा तल्लोको त खानै हुन्न नानु
See the mountains.
हामीभन्दा
मान्छेले त्यहाँ वरिपरि गए कति सोच्यो होला नि, अरू बाहिर कति यत्रो
Here's a newer crop.
गऱ्यो होला।
Oh, a recently harvested crop. It's just sprouting back up. This is the more old school kind of construction style, hand-laid rock and stone. I love that. So charming. Everywhere you look in Nepal, they're digging. You can see the age of the geological formation based on the mixing of these rocks. There's so much fine sediment, eons and eons of erosion. It makes the soils very soft and very fertile. A lot of the rock is so very porous. Its hardness has deteriorated after millennia. There's harvesting of the rice. All this work is done by hand. Nepalis are...
Now we are going to forest area. Huh? Now slowly we are going to forest. Totally local area now. Totally forest.
Nepalis are notoriously hard workers in order to maintain this agricultural lifestyle. It's required to wake up very early, 4:30, 4:15. Many people are waking up. You'll find them long before sunrise, pasturing their animals, harvesting their crops, collecting fodder to stockpile for their animals throughout the day. You're getting a feel for how it is adventuring around Nepal. We're really easygoing travelers. Our pain tolerances, we've noticed, are so high compared to people living in the Western world, even in the developing world. Our growing up in Micronesia and living in Micronesia, the Pacific Islands, for so many years, you just become accustomed to changes and swings in temperature and weather conditions and all these things. And it's so funny where many people would be complaining about the toughness of the situation. The Adventure Boys are really able to just take it into stride and make ourselves comfortable wherever we go. We're packed into a tiny little car, but Ericsson's stretched out. Thomas carved himself out a good seat. And overall, this might seem a little bit rough and bumpy, but easy trip for the Adventure Boys. There's an interesting sight. You can see this woman and her basket, and these baskets here. And they use these baskets for everything from collecting the grasses for their animals to moving rock, stone, and mud, construction materials, bricks, even bringing their crops to market. We just passed a lady who had carrying a very heavy sack of grain, obviously, and she's using these headgears, a rope on her head.
Now I have to give you the information for you. We have a 2 lake in here. This is the third biggest lake in Nepal. All for Begnas Lake and Rupal Lake. You can see from there in a purple patch. We have 2 lakes here.
Now we're climbing the mountains. Now you can start seeing the majesty of the valleys here in Nepal.
The lake?
We're gonna have a lake view very soon. We can't see the lake yet, but we're going to. I'll tell you what.
Where's the lake?
This guy sleeping, and then he heard scenic overlook, and he popped right up. I'll tell you what. Lie back, and when we can see the lake, we'll let you know. Ooh, look at this. This is what I wanted you guys to see.
Now all the bamboo here. Bamboo. And they can make a bamboo new one, they can make curry.
Oh, really? Oh, yes, the bamboo shoot.
Yeah, bamboo shoot, yes.
Oh, we like that. Yes, we do
Yeah,
like
in
that.
house. Tomorrow I invite for you for dinner.
Oh, thank you.
Auntie cook.
I bet you're a very good cook, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, we'd be happy to do some shopping.
Oh no,
To-
you can go with the shopping with her. Because I have a duty. Today I get a holiday. Tomorrow I have to give my friend, my manager.
Well, you know what? We're planning on doing some fishing, so with knowing Thomas's fishing luck, history, and skill, maybe we'll be bringing fish, or highly likely we'll be bringing fish to the table. Let's make that come true, Thomas, huh? Why don't you catch some fish and we'll bring it to Vicky and he'll cook it tomorrow.
Horse we're gonna
These guys, people will zoom past. Okay, everybody who's here with us on this live stream or seeing the video later sometime, thank you again for being with us. We wanted to share this incredible opportunity to see these rare lands and rare mountains of Nepal, the unique way of life, the different type of architecture, gardening, color. Here, I love this. They really mix the decoratives with the edibles. Everybody's got gourds climbing on their home. Everybody's got bananas planted around. A lot of the flower varieties can be used for look at this quaint house. Mud and brick. Love it. I would love to do a mud and brick house on our farm in Micronesia. You can see the trees ripening. Looks like pollen coming. Vicky, can I ask, is there a season where the trees change color here and drop their leaves?
That is season for color change for the March and April.
I see.
And then we have a new thing coming. We have lot of things in Nepal, mainly for Ayurvedic, you know. You know Ayurvedic?
Yes.
We have made a lot of small tree. We have Ayurvedic like a medicine.
Oh, I see, yes.
And we have a lot of here, these areas.
Right,
Rose is coming starting for the forest soon.
so many medicines were originally discovered in Nepal.
Yes.
Yes, and more are constantly being discovered.
Yeah.
The herbalists and Ayurvedic practitioners are highly skilled in the region. People come from all around the world to learn Ayurvedic medicine from both Nepal and India. There's some overlap in terms of the subtropical or tropical varieties that can be found.
अलिकति हो नाले त्यसमै त राम्रो छ बाटो हिन्दी गर्दैछु ल
I see. These trees are in bloom. These trees are heavily in bloom. But we're not having any allergic reactions to the pollen. Perhaps we're new to the region and not yet sensitized to these different pollens. Okay. We've got about half hour to go to get there.
35 to 40 minutes. They're waiting for us to make a welcome a little bit for you.
Oh, very nice. Oh, this is a wonderful, wonderful opportunity. We were only expecting and looking forward to a day of light activity and touring, but there's a long-standing relationship and interest with the village to engage some of my grant writing services, help them access the resources they need. As you can see, this would be considered by most to be very rural area, people living a simple life, and really without many of the modern amenities like health services, public services. These are things that I specialize in crafting programs for, as well as climate change. Climate change, climate resilience projects and programs. As you can see, there's a broad spectrum of need in these areas, but the people really are having a unique and wonderful lifestyle. As you can see, they're very kind, generous, gentle people, lovely people to work with, and just a pleasure to have an opportunity to help them out, meeting some of their modern developmental needs. I'm sure we'll be discussing those and taking notes of those during our village meeting. The boys are getting a chance to learn a little bit about humanitarian work. Cover your mouth from the dust. Woof! Big time dust storm kicking up. Larger vehicles just throw up so much dust. Hang on, let me wipe the lens. Just clean the lens here for a sec.
आगो बसेर पुरा पछि गर्नु प्राइभेट हाम्रो पुरा गर्छु त्यो पुरा पुरा बुझ्यो म मिलाउँछु सबै होइन अनि यो युट्युब सबैले गर्छ है के भन्नु पर्यो भने आमाले नेपाली
Erickson got a mouthful of dust.
सिकाउनु पर्यो हाम्रो घरमा यस्तो प्रब्लम छ लोन छ अब के भन्नुपर्ने हो
That's why you shouldn't open
यो
your
यस्तो
mouth.
लोन
That's right, breathe through your nose.
त्यहाँ के भन्नु पर्यो भने यो हाम्रो सबै लोनमा गरेको भन्नु पर्यो क्या लोन भन्दा ऋणमा यति ब्याङ्कमा तिर्नु छ यस्तो छ भनेर भन्नु पर्यो होइन
Ooh, Zoological Park and Wildlife Rescue Center. That's pretty interesting. We would like to stop in there, but the village is waiting for us.
यो भगवान सबै ब्याङ्कबाट लोन लिएको ब्याङ्कलाई के साथ दिन्छ भन्नु पर्यो हामीले ढाट्न पर्यो होइन अनि सेकेन्ड कुरो हाम्रो दादाले के छ प्रब्लम के हुन्छ नि त्यो के छ अब को पनि उहाँले मलाई नेपालीमा भनिदिनु पर्यो मैले इङ्ग्लिसमा उसलाई बुझाइदिन्छु अन्त युट्युबमा हामीले इङ्ग्लिसको बोल्न सक्नुहुन्छ भने सुन्दै भयो अरे एउटा लोनमा चढ्नु पर्यो अनि अब कृषि औजारहरू अब दाउरा काट्ने कृषि घाँस काट्ने कृषि सबै फेरि 10 आउनु पर्ने एउटा लेबरको रहेछ कि मैले हेरिसकेँ सबै अनि भन्नु पऱ्यो क्या बिल्डिङ चाहिँ हाम्रो लोनमा छ भन्नु पऱ्यो
You can see all the grains growing down on this hillside, even some landslides where they lost some of their crop. This hillside is full of banana. I see guava. I see apple. Lots of different fruit here. Here's a guava. The guava is very good here. The guavas are very large and very sweet, and the seeds aren't too hard. A lot of the revetments are built like this with gabion basket. Many of the homes are precariously perched on the hillsides. So you can imagine in times of flooding and earthquakes, they're quite at risk for landslides. The roads are carved into steep hillsides. Oh, soon we're gonna overlook the lake. If there's a spot where we can stop briefly to take a look at the lake, that would be great.
And fishing. These fish air.
Yes. No, this is for dust. I understand.
Hello. Thank you for the comments coming through the live stream. We're pretty new to this, so having a little bit of a hard time to see. VNM, Shadow, YouTube, cool, what's up? Check out his channel if you get a chance. We got Luffy. Our QR code has been deactivated. We hope not. Oh, look at that view over the lake. And look at that valley there. Woo. Just took a nice knock on the head. If there's a, you know what, sit up.
Here.
Lay back now. Lay back here. What's the matter? You need to stop? Bang your head? What happened? You dizzy? You know what? Can we stop for a minute? He's a little bit dizzy. I think he needs to stand up, walk around, and take some fresh air.
Okay.
Yeah, alright, we're almost there. Erickson's having a little bit of motion sickness. It's okay, it's not unusual. These roads are super bumpy, super dusty, and I think he's just choking on some dusty air. He'll be fixed up in a minute. See a lot of forested mountain
It's a lake here, this side.
overlooking a lake on both sides. Oh yes. Yeah, if there's a spot we can stop, and maybe
You can stop here.
maybe stop for a minute. If we could stop for a milk tea, that would also be great.
Milk tea.
Yeah, if there's a spot. Oh, look at the size of this lake. Oh, that is larger than
Okay.
expected.
Ali,
That's beautiful.
उता दुध चिया खाने अरे.
The fishing. Look, there's some aquaculture going on down there.
Yes.
There must be awesome fishing in there. This is so cool.
can-
Erickson,
you
you
can-
want to get out for a sec? Erickson, let's get out and take some fresh air. It's if there's no tea around, that's no problem. Okay, everybody who's been with us on this live stream, thank you.
Nobody can come.
These are the type of sights and scenes that I think that you were waiting for. This is a quiet lake. You can see very little activity on it. Not like Erickson, why don't you get out and take some fresh air? Not like the main
You can
lake.
sit with the auntie.
Not like the main lake in Pokhara, where you see constant tourist activity, tons and tons of boats. Here you see only a few locals.
You have some salad? You have some salad?
No, we don't give them coffee.
Okay. बाउले चिनी खुँदैन खुँदैन भन्छ छोरा.
You want food? All right, we'll get you something.
You can go there.
So what's the name of this lake?
Beknas Lake.
Oh, this is Beknas Lake.
Beknas Lake.
Very, very beautiful. We'd love to wet our line in here. Maybe we will on our way home. It's a great place to cast, I think. Thomas, what do you think of this lake?
We can fish in here?
I would imagine so, yeah.
We can
Erickson, what do you want to eat?
Mama.
Noodles? You know what? Let's see what we can find for you. Thomas, here. Why don't you come and hold the camera and do some dialogue with it? Here. You hold it in this mode. It's live streaming, so hold it with 2 hands. Try to get some scenic views. You can follow us here. Let me do a little talking. We're outside of Beknas Lake. We're on the mountains up above Pokhara, headed out to the countryside. We're on a humanitarian mission to help the village, and we're on a mission to catch some river fish. So stay with us while this live stream is running. Erickson, don't drink that. Don't drink that. Come on, Aaron, what do you want to get to eat?
Nice view. Back nice hill, back nice hill.
Hello, hello. We're at a small guest house. Or what do you want? Noodles? Bathroom? Can you show it, Thomas? Show it. Lead him to the bathroom.
You can go. Momo, they make 7 minutes.
Yeah. Can we wait that long? It's okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
He needs to eat something. You know what? How about you? Would you like a steamed momo or?
Steam momo or what?
We'll take. How about what? 2 orders or 3?
Maybe 2 is fine.
2. Yeah. 2 orders of steamed momo. What do you have? Chicken or veg?
Chicken.
Chicken. All right. 2 orders of steamed chicken.
Maybe 3.
3 is better.
We can share a little bit.
Yeah. Call them in. Our guide, our driver, and your wife.
Our friend.
Yeah. All right. Well, 3 steamed momo, please.
Chicken
Yes.
momo.
You know, yes. Ask them to bring up the car, and we'll sit down for a minute while he takes some fresh air. And we're gonna take a few minute pit stop. Let's go out to the balcony and see this lake. Oh, yes. This is gorgeous out here. Namaste. peaceful up here in the mountain. So many of the restaurants and guest houses really take advantage of their views. They're raising some chickens down there.
It's a nice place.
Very nice.
Fishing here.
Coffee?
Fishing here.
Fishing, not here in the river today. Can help?
Thomas, we'll fish in the river. Just be patient. We'll get our chance. So we're about 1 hour outside of Pokhara. As you can see, the countryside becomes very rural. It's a long way to get the crops to market. It's a long way when you live on these high mountain sides and bluffs. It's a long way to get down to a road or a store. But the people have adapted to it, incredibly strong with good endurance. Well, we'd like to thank everybody who joined us today on this live stream. My arm is starting to wear out, and we've got some food coming, so I'm going to need both hands. But we're happy to share this much of our trip to the village in Pokhara. I hope you enjoyed seeing some of the scenes of Nepal. It'll be here logged on YouTube if anybody's coming to the area and wants to get a preview, or have always dreamed about visiting Nepal but having a hard time to get here yourself. We're happy to share it with you. You're with the Adventure Boys YouTube channel. We're the Adventure Boys at Island Thrive and our Micronesia series. We're the Adventure Boys at Adventures USA on our USA series, and we're the Adventure Boys at Living Nepali during this year we're spending here exploring, learning, and enjoying Nepal. Thank you all for being with us. If you haven't already, remember to subscribe to the channel. Only about 3% of the viewers remember to smash that subscribe button. That really helps us grow our small channel, encourages us to make more videos like this in the future. And if you enjoyed this experience, you've been to Nepal, drop us a comment. If you're planning to come, we hope this inspires you. If you know somebody who's on their way or here already, share the video and let them comment on the experience as well. Thanks again for being with us. I'm Eric at the Adventure Boys YouTube channel. You're with my sons Thomas and Erickson, the friend Bicky. We're on our way to the village in Pokhara, and we'll see you in the long form video.